not trying to get after that. I'm going Portland way. I've already added 120 miles. I'd sure hate to try to go out to White Pass again and end up, having to come back through here because they closed it again for some reason. I believe that'll be the last time I try to go that way during the winter. I'll always go around it. Unless there's just no weather at all. Saying it might be ready tomorrow morning, which will still be early. There's a little truck stop down here at the end of the road. You can go down there and wait. They give me a number I can call, check on it tomorrow morning. It could still be like 24 hours early if it's ready tomorrow morning. So 12 hours, 18 hours early. It is 8 degrees and windy and sucky outside. I woke up at like 10 o'clock this morning, freezing my ass off because my APU decided it wasn't going to run properly in this cold weather. Start my truck. I called Tyson at 10 o'clock this morning, but the load was ready, but I wasn't ready. I was tired. Still kind of tired, but I'm also ready to hit the road. So it's a whole 6 degrees outside at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Bumper Dog, Diesel Duke, Diesel the douche. Got my brother. Got my brother. Give me hugs. Give me hugs. icy roads at 65, 70 miles an hour. I'm not doing that shit. It's like there's certain spots where it's long and flat. Yeah, you can get up to 60, but these guys are going through the mountains at 65 with ice-covered roads. So what the hell are you doing, dude? Like, yeah, you can do that for a while and get lucky. It just takes coming around that turn, one turn, and both lanes being blocked by, you know, some slower drivers, and you having to lay on the brakes pretty hard, or at all, and you're going to jackknife your truck, all because you're an idiot, and you think it's a good idea to go 75 mile an hour down a mountain pass, ice-covered roads. I'm not making great time today because I only have 4.5 hours left. I'm gonna try to get as far as I can today, just trucking along at, you know, anywhere from 45 to 70, just depending on what the roads are. But hopefully the ice thins out here pretty soon. Turn off your damn headlights when you're parked. You tell me if you can tell what's going on out that mirror. I sure as hell can. If you've been watching me for a while, you can probably skip the next minute or a half or so. New here, get on my soapbox and bitch and moan about the hours of service laws right now. A little over an hour left on my clock. It's not enough to confidently make it to the next parking space, so I had to stop short, which sucks because I'm not tired enough that I had to shut down. I just had to shut down because my clock says I have to. I could easily go another 300 or 400 miles today. I know that because I know me. I know my body. I know that 300 or 400 miles would not be a big deal. And it would have made it a hell of a lot easier to get this load in a day early, which means I could have called in and said, hey, I'll for sure be there a day early. As of now, I could still maybe make it in a day early, but I can't confidently say that, so I can't have them reschedule the load because I'm 1,300 miles out. It's doing 3 days, 3 shifts, but with all this ice and shit, I can't tell for sure if I can make it there early. So I just have to wait until tomorrow, maybe, to see how far I get. I had a really hard time getting to sleep last night, so once I did sleep, I slept hard. What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? What are you growling at? What is you huffing puffing? What is you hufflepuff? I'm convinced that these trucks under certain temperatures just stop using DEF, which really seems exploitable, because I've been at 3/4 of a tank of DEF since I left Washington. I'm almost to North Dakota, still 3/4 of the tank, and I know the crap's frozen up. It's completely solid inside that tank, just about. Stops pumping. So cold. So the satellite pump nozzle's broken, so I got to turn around. So I can fill up the satellite tank.
Your seatbelt is unbuckled. Your seatbelt is unbuckled. Your seatbelt is unbuckled.
That's how cold it is on the floor of my truck with my heat blasting. That little inverter I got runs my fridge perfectly, my TV perfectly, but it won't run my electric skillet or my microwave. But thankfully I have this thing. It's a little dirty at the moment, but otherwise I'd be stuck buying truck stop food or eating cold stuff. So it's always good to have multiple options. My APU won't run at all. Like, it'll start and it runs like total shit. It's a diesel engine and it's 19 degrees below zero outside, so I'm sure if I let it, start and fall, but by the time I got it to start and run at all, it was already like 45 degrees in here and dropping fast. So I just had to start the truck again and run the heat. And it didn't actually want to start very easily either. And the engine was only off for maybe 15 minutes. The cold weather's a bear, man. I'm having a little bit of a problem here with the temperature being 18 below and the really high winds. Cooling temp, the water temp, is not getting high enough to produce any heat. It's like slightly warmer than the air in here, air coming out of the vents. So I've got some cardboard and stuff here. I'm going to go out and try to block off the grill as much as I can. See if I can get the water temp up so that it'll blow some heat in here, because it's getting pretty damn cold in here. Boy, I wish I had that on camera. Couldn't buy my gloves, so I thought, I'll just brave it for a few seconds. I lasted 10 seconds with that wind blowing, and my hand was completely tingling and numb. And, it's still. That's how you get frostbite quick, boy. I I gotta cover my face. Wow. Felt like I stuck my hand in a vat of liquid nitrogen. I covered it up as much as I could with that wind blowing. Even with all this shit on, I still got so cold. I don't think you'd make it out there half an hour, man, without the warm stuff on. You'd be hypothermic immediately. Let's see if this temperature rises at all. I'm actually gonna move my truck too. Park over there facing away from the wind. Maybe it'll get warm enough to have some heat in here. Getting to be a little more tolerable. It's still pretty chilly in here though.
This 4 or 5 kings means nothing.
It's gonna be interesting when I go to edit this video. Like 90% of it's at night because it's just how this load worked out. And it's wintertime and there's very little daylight. You know, it's ridiculous. I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to try to get to today. I only have to do like 300 miles today to make the load work, but I'll probably try to run out my hours. Depends on how the day goes. My neck is still killing me. Had a blowout. It's -7 degrees. Middle of nowhere, North Dakota. That wind is brutal. There's no telling how long I'm going to be sitting here waiting on somebody to come fix this tire. Like 40 minutes I got down the road. I don't know if I hit something or what, because I heard a clunk and then a psh, and the tire's not exploded, it's just aired down rapidly. I didn't see anything in the road, but the wind blowing like it is, it could have blown under my truck, whatever it was. Just enough to hit the tire and blow it, you know, let the air out rapidly. Wait wasn't as bad as I thought. They said 1.5 to 2 hours. So, I mean, I've had worse in more populated areas. So. That's the wind for you. Tell you what, I do not envy that dude.
Wind broke through your triangle.
Oh, I know. I'll have to replace it with the next clip shot. You're a badass, man. I appreciate you coming out.
Yep, not a problem.
not cheap to run up north, man. 2 of my cones, my triangles, broke on the side of the road. You have to have some in your truck that are functional if you get stopped by the DOT. So I had to replace them. $50. And then another $40 for the house to keep my fuel from filling up. I see a lot of people talking shit about Howes on the internet, man. I'm just gonna, obviously I'm not sponsored by the guys, but I've used this shit for 11 years. My trainer told me to use it. I've used it since then. I only used one other type one time, and I gelled up and got stuck. And that was because my company that I worked for at the time insisted that I use their brand. And I used it once and got gelled up and got stuck. And I've never used anything else, because half a bottle in each tank, including the reefer tank, and I've never gelled up once, even in like sub 25 degree or sub 35 degree real temperatures. Minus 35, not wind chill, actual temperatures. It's crazy how plus 3 degrees feels not that bad when it's been minus 23 for 3 days. I hit record when I was coming out of that truck stop. There's a dude standing in the driveway, not to mention all the people parked in the middle of the driveway. So there's just enough room for me to squeeze in there. He's standing in the middle of the driveway waiting on his dog. He throws up his hand, he starts mouthing off. I pulled up, I was like, what? Like, what's your problem? Well, you could have went that way. It's like, so you're upset that someone's using the driveway that you're standing in? It's like, there's plenty of room on that side. It's like, so I should have jumped the curb on the right like that other idiot did because you're standing in the driveway. And then he called me some names that I'm not allowed to say because I don't have the right skin complexion. Like, wow, dude. Good luck out here on the road and talking to people like that and acting that way. You're not going to win any friends like that. You know, he told me to basically fillet him. I was like, good luck, buddy. Talk about entitlement. Dude standing in the middle of the driveway, upset that I need to use the driveway that he's standing in the middle of. Wow. Like I said, I thought I was recording and it wasn't, but I couldn't have put half of it in the video anyway because the way he talks to people. But good luck. Unbelievable, man. But I made it here on time. They don't have another load lined up for me yet.